Alright, so I'm trying something new right now. I am on the road out to Albany to speak at the AMA there, the American Marketing Association. They have a chapter in Albany. And, you know, I'm a little bored in the car. I've been in here for about an hour and a half to almost 2 hours. And listened to a bunch of podcasts. So I watched an episode of HubSpot TV, or mostly just listened to it. Episode of Marketing Over Coffee from John Wall and Christopher Penn. Episode of Managing the Gray from CC Chapman. And I'm now at the stage of my car ride where I just had a nice phone call with a guy who runs a web design firm. We were talking about the industry a little bit, and now I'm bored. And so I realized I had my little sort of camera in the bag in the front seat, and I thought I'd try to do a while I'm driving sort of video podcast, video episode, whatever. And so it's raining a little bit. We got kind of a bumpy road. We're out in the Mass Pike, western part of Massachusetts, and we got a bunch of potholes and stuff, so I'm sure the camera's jiggling around a lot, but we're going to see how this goes. So what I wanted to talk about today was, and I'm going to obviously try to keep my eyes on the road, in addition to a little bit on the camera, but safety first when video podcasting while driving. So what I wanted to talk about was the notion of just diving into social media versus like having some sense of what your business and marketing strategy is. And here's the thing, I think too many companies dive into inbound marketing and blogging and search engine optimization and social media and all these things without really understanding fundamentally who their customers are and what their message is to those customers and what their value proposition of their company and product is. And so what I really want to encourage folks to think about is before you start doing a keyword evaluation process, before you start jumping in and start blogging, before you start getting involved in social media, do a little bit of sort of thinking about from your customer's perspective, and talk to some of your best customers and ask them how they would describe your business or your product or your service. Ask them what they would search for in order to find you. Ask them where they engage. Are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Twitter? Things like that. And do a little bit of research and try to understand, sort of where are people coming from? Where are these audiences that are most suited to your business? Where are they going to be? And there's a bunch of techniques to do this, but I think the most important one is to talk to and interview your customers. So definitely talk to a bunch of customers, and then once you've done that, use those words and try to find online communities that sort of mirror or mimic those customers. So when they talk to you about what their most important issues are and why they like or dislike your product or service and what words they would use to describe it and where they hang out online, use all of that information to do a little bit of additional online research to try to understand sort of the things that they do. Now, the output of all of that research is going to be a few things. One is it's going to be some great sort of initial seed words for your keyword evaluation work, and you can use those words that your customers would actually use to describe your company and your business in terms of, those are going to be the words that hopefully your prospects are also going to use. So you can use those to start to do your keyword evaluation process. The second thing it's going to do is it's going to give you some great topics for your blog and things you can write about on your blog. And it's also, in terms of blogging, it's going to hopefully give you or help you find other blogs in that industry or in that segment that you should be reading and following and commenting on, and also linking to and building a relationship with those authors. And then the third thing it's going to do is it's going to point you in the right direction in terms of social media. So again, I think this whole process only needs to take a day or two, and it's only a few conversations just to sort of get some things started. And you can even do some things online. You can do an online survey. You could ask a question on LinkedIn, things like that, to gather this information. But again, I think it's important to do this up front before you dive into an inbound marketing strategy. So just a few thoughts from the road out here, Western Massachusetts and the Mass Pike, and we'll see how this video turned out. If you guys want to learn more, check out blog.hubspot.com. Thanks.